Yeah, and right now on the line, Laurel from Bromfontein has called us on 0839133728 to ask a question. Good morning, Laurel. We seem to have lost the call, but Laurel's question was about her child who seems to favor sand as a diet. What does that say to you?
We actually see that a lot, and it's when children basically, often it's associated with an iron deficiency. They yearn for the clay and the actual ground, so they play in the sand and then put the sand in their mouths quite often, and it often points to an iron deficiency. It's incredible how sometimes natural instinct leads you to things that your body actually needs. Like, you know, when you're thirsty, you get thirsty and then you long for water when your body's dehydrated.
Yeah.
Those mechanisms. But interesting, those cravings often tell you what you're lacking. Wow. So often in pregnancy as well, to protect your growing fetus, you often develop cravings for things that you need. And I'm not speaking about ice cream and cream soda here. I'm speaking about proper things that, you know, elements that are in certain foodstuffs that the body kind of reminds you of. So they should check for parasites, in other words, worms in a child that yearns, and maybe, deworm, if there's a sand patch, for example, to definitely look at that every 6 months, and then also consider looking at the child's iron levels.
So let's talk about what can happen when you have a lack of those vital nutrients that your body needs. For instance, if you don't eat enough protein.
Protein is essential. It's not just about muscle. Everyone associates protein with building muscle. You know, I'm going to take my whey protein today. But it's more than that. The specific processes in the cells of the body involve enzymes. You can't, for example, digest any food without the correct enzymes. And enzymes comprise protein. Most of them are made from proteins. So it's not just about keeping muscle mass and physique. It's also about those basic processes that are required.
Absolutely.
So without that, you can develop protein, energy, malnutrition.
And then we can keep on going into things like ketosis, which happens when you eat far too few carbohydrates. But let's quickly just summarize it and say, what can be the long-term effects to your body if you don't get the right kind of nutrients?
Yeah, so your immune system normally then crashes. In other words, your immune system is dependent on a good balanced diet with macro and micronutrients. So recurrent infections, so people that aren't healthy and getting enough good nutrients normally fall sick more frequently. You'll get colds and flus, you'll be susceptible to wound care not healing, you look at your skin, you get a little bite, it just doesn't heal quickly enough. Lethargy, so getting lethargic, getting tired, obviously, and then your mood is obviously also a very big factor involved in this.
Is the overall summary just saying make sure that you get enough of the good stuff? Because even too much of the good stuff can be bad for you.
Correct. Know what you're putting in. So make an effort to just read the label or just understand how much of a specific food group you are actually consuming. That's the bottom line, I think.
Sir, thank you very much. Your knowledge is always appreciated. Welcome back home.
Good to see you.
Good to have you back. Dr. Darren Green. We'll do this again next week, Tuesday. Right now, let's click online. What's trending, guys?